Hello YouTube, this is Aiden here, and today will be our third tutorial on the JSML GUI Framework. So if you remember last episode, we went ahead and created this awesome GUI and it had a login tab where we can type in our username and good stuff and type in our password. And then, press our submit button here. We can also sign up if we don't already have a username, and so we can do that and that and that and submit that. So yeah, today we're going to be looking at making this GUI look a little nicer. And to do that, we're going to use our style sheet, which we created, which is the only file that we haven't used yet that we created. So yeah, let's get started. Go over here into our styles.style sheet. And what's the first thing that we should style? We'll start with our button, because, my buttons have always been my favorite. So I'm going to style both buttons at once, because you'll notice that each button, this button has this ID of submit button, and so does the button over here, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'm not certain if I can style both of them at once, but I'm going to try to. So what you do in your style sheet is you're going to type, it's very similar to CSS if you were to put it that, a hashtag submit button. So you need a hashtag or a hash sign or a pound sign, whatever you call it, and then the ID of the element that you're, or the widget that you're going to be styling, and then you want a colon, and then in here you're going to have all your styles, and then you're going to have end, which tells the parser that you're done styling this element and moving on. So obviously you don't just type random characters. It turns out it's not going to do too much. So we want to change maybe, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, the button could use a bit of more color, maybe a bigger font, cleaner font. I don't know, maybe let's change the font first. So, or we can change the color, maybe make the color like blue. And we'll change the fonts to bold, 14 pixels, Homa. So what this does is actually exactly the same as CSS in this situation. You have the style element, and then you have the colon, and then you have a space. Remember, make sure you have that space, and then you have the value, and then you have a semicolon, and then you move on. So then you have font. Actually, you should note that unlike CSS, each one of these does have to be on its own line. You can't have like this. That won't work. And you may be able to have multi-line. I don't think you can, but maybe you can. But semicolons are there so that in the future, if it does change, so that you can have multiple styles on one line, then that semicolon will tell you. And yeah, that should work for now. So let's go ahead and look at the submit button now. And its color did not change, I'm noticing. Red. Not wanting to change its color, is it? Strange. Hang on a second, let me be back. Okay guys, I'm back. I think I got it. I have no idea what was going on, but I restarted my Eclipse and now it seems to be working, so no idea. So if I run this, I should see that I have my button here. It's blue text and the font is a bit bigger, bolder, and Tahoma font. I make it a bit, yeah, that's nice. It looks nice, big submit button. Alright, why don't we also style our login label, so hashtag login label. And we're going to have a colon, we're going to have end. I'm going to make the font probably same thing, bold 16 pixels Tahoma, and I'll make the color green. Why not? I like green. And then now, yeah, it's a bit too light for my taste. Let's try purple. See what purple does. Ah, that's right. Purple's not. Oh, sorry. I had these prints out down here, guys. Okay, I just fixed those prints. Sorry, I was just doing a bit of debugging, trying to figure out why that was doing that, and yeah, I just fixed that. Get rid of those. Alright, so yeah, so you notice that it styled both of these submit buttons. And yeah, so let's get back to what we were doing. I'll close that. Right, so I was setting this color to purple. I don't think it's a color, I think it was magenta is the color name. Yeah, that's a bit too pink for my taste. I'll go with red. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. So you can also set with your own values and get whatever exact color you want, but I'm too lazy to do that. So yeah, it looks pretty nice to me. Maybe we can change the fonts of the username. So hashtag username, and then end. We'll say fonts, and I'm gonna go colon bold, 14 pixels, Tahoma. I kind of like Tahoma if you guys haven't figured that out already. So now it should be, yeah, that's nice. See, nice solid font in there. Down here, I'm not really sure what I can do with password fields, but from there it's like that, and also in here. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so in here it is, no, that's not password, never mind. Okay, so that's pretty much all the styling. Maybe I'll change the color of the password, hashtag password, and hashtag confirm, and here I can just say maybe color colon green, and down here I'll do the exact same thing, and color colon green, and now I think this will work for the password field. Yeah, now it makes that text green there, and here and here. So that's pretty cool. So now I got a nice little fancy GUI going on. Alright, so that is how you use the styles. There are a whole lot more style elements than I showed you. You can do background color, you can change the cursor, you can do all sorts of things, but I've just given you a few basics on how this works. I'm not really trying to go over all the content that exists. I'm just trying to show you guys the basics of how it works and a few of the basic things that you can do. And I'm also trying to give you the practical example of a real GUI instead of just junk. So next tutorial we'll be looking at we'll be looking at integrating with Java and handling events using Java, and then after that we will be looking at a few more advanced features that are a bit more complicated, but I think you guys can handle it. So yeah, I think that's all for this video, guys. This was a bit of a shorter one, but I just wanted to accomplish the style sheets today. So like, comment,